Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the room. My name is Marvin LeBlanc. Can you hear me? I've been having bad connection problems today. I don't know if we're going to have a broadcast today, you guys, or not. Let's see how long we can go. Oh my God, a superstar VIP is in the room, the Catherine Huber. I hope that girl's feeling a little better. Yeah. Catherine Huber is what I call the ba-bam queen. Yep, she's the ba-bam queen. So I'm going to go ahead and rock on this scope. Today is what I will call my uncertainty scope. What is an uncertainty scope? Well, I've heard a whole bunch this whole year about things are uncertain. The economy is uncertain. China is uncertain. The run for the presidency is uncertain. All kind of people are dying in Japan, and in 20, 25 years, there's not going to be anybody left in Japan. All of this uncertainty. And so I go to my book, and that's what's on my heart today. Right here in the book, it says, when nothing is certain, everything is possible. Man, that's probably worth taking a picture of somebody. When nothing is certain, everything is possible. Miss Charlotte is in the room. Hey, Miss Charlotte, good to see you again, baby. Are you cooking tonight? Because this is the eve of Christmas Eve. And man, tomorrow we got us some good stuff because we're catering our office Christmas dinner or lunch is going to be at the office. So we're not going to go fight any crowds. We ordered just a herd of food, and we got food for that day. Then we got food to take home. So most of the ladies and Chris, who's the guy, is not going to have to cook that much for Christmas. And so that's a little bit about what we're doing on Christmas. What are you doing? Are you fighting through your uncertainty when nothing is certain, everything is possible? Or are you looking at 2016 and what the possibilities are? Miss Charlotte says, I'm not cooking until Christmas Day, and then I'm feeding my family. Okay, baby. Hey, that's what's great. You can just do whatever you want. I used to cook a lot, and I actually love to cook. But man, my life has been so busy that rarely do I cook anymore. But I have spent more time on Periscope talking about cooking and talking about recipes. So let's think for a second. What are you thinking about this weekend? Or you're saying it's great, but you've never tasted my cooking. Miss Charlotte, I tell you what, your cooking, I followed you a little bit. I'm going to say your cooking is probably pretty good. But that does lead me to a story. Do y'all want a story that's unplanned? Let me go ahead and give you a little story. Y'all got to beautiful hearts. I like that purple and the green up there. Can we hit a little share button and hit that little para person and invite some more people to the room before I tell this story? Because this is a good lesson, and the ladies will actually appreciate it. The ladies will definitely appreciate this. Now, there is a man in the room, and he already knows the story, but he probably forgot the story, so he gets to hear it again. And so tonight's subject is, when nothing is certain, anything is possible. Well, for any of you who have been in a relationship, relationships can be a little uncertain. Well, there was a time early in my marriage, which was, I guess, 23 years old, daughter, plus 1 year, 24 years ago. It only feels like 24 millennials. I mean 24 years. So my brand new bride at the time, she decides she's going to cook some red beans, okay? So she goes to the store and she goes by some red beans. Well, I think it's those Amelia red beans. I want to say it's a pound. And so she took that pound of red beans and she poured them all in a pot. And then she put water in that pot. And as you know, those red beans begin to swell. So those red beans start to swell. I told her to bring that water to a boil. You got to stir that red beans so to make sure that none of it sticks from the bottom. And man, she's a brand new wife, and she was doing the best that she could. Did y'all catch that? She was doing the best that she could. You men that's watching, you got to remember, when the wives are doing the best that they could, you got to take notice of that. So I get home after work that night, and man, she's got those red beans, and she's looking a little sad, a little confused, a little anxious, and lo and behold, she puts those red beans on my plate. And I took, like a good man should, I took that fork, and I bit into them red beans, and y'all, them red beans were crunchy. Are y'all feeling what I'm trying to say? They were crunchy. A pound of red beans, and the bottom was a little scorched because she wasn't stirring whenever that boil came up, right? And then after you bring it to a boil, you got to cut that down to where you have just a little bit fire. So for all you men out there, especially Miss Charlotte might appreciate this conversation. This is what a good man does. He takes that fork. He tastes those red beans. Man, he don't bat an eye, Sha. I didn't even look up. And what did I do? You damn right. I ate them crunchy red beans. Well, about halfway through it, I think she sat down and she was eating her portion of it. And then she realized, man, these beans are not going to work. So she looks over at me and she sees me just eating those beans. Man, I could just think how many Prilosec I'm going to have to take after this. And she looks at me and she says, Marvin, you don't have to eat no more of those beans. And I said, yes, ma'am. Now, I don't know about you. You might have chosen to do it a little different. You might have chosen to bitch and raise hell. But that was a very uncertain meal, right? That was an uncertain early part of the relationship. And so I said to myself, that's what I call me when I talk to me. This one here, you need to take one for the team. Okay? And so when things are uncertain, what do? Do you really realize that there's some possibilities that might be around the corner? Or you just focus so hard on all the things that could possibly go wrong, y'all? And so this is what I'm trying to explain to you. I've only been on Periscope maybe about 7 weeks. But I want to share something with you, and I want you to say to yourself, can any of this stuff be valuable in my life? Because what y'all may or may not know, thanks for coming into the room, Nancy, and thank you for all your replay broadcasters. This will be very meaningful to you. What you may not know about me is I'm kind of not for all of the materialism and the commercialism that happens at holiday time. It kind of pisses me off. And here's the deal. The way I live my life is I try to make it a priority to be Christmas every day for everybody that works for me, for everybody that I work for my mentors who mentor me, for those who I mentor that are my students in my performance class. So every day is Christmas to me. And so when I see people spend money on stupid crap, And lots of times they're spending money to try to leverage a relationship, thinking that stuff is going to actually make the relationship more healthy. And y'all, I gotta be honest with you, when I think of my 2015, and I want to ask you, Charlotte, I want to ask all of you replay viewers, in your 2015, the things that mattered to you the most, be honest. Was it stuff, or was it people? Was it stuff, or was it experiences? Now, I have a budget. My comptroller lots of times doesn't think I have a budget, but I have a budget. There's a couple of things I don't have too much of a budget on. For instance, there's no book that I want to buy. If you look right now, you could see hundreds of books here. I actually had thousands of them until Hurricane Katrina took my house. So I don't have too much of a budget when it comes to books. I've been to hundreds of conferences, used to be students in all of those, and now most of the times I'm speaking at them. I want to ask you, any gift that you bought for this holiday, was that gift worth more than giving yourself an investment in nurturing your mind so that you can make better decisions in 2016? I see people buying a hell of a lot of stuff, but I don't see a heck of a lot of people investing in themselves. Now, if you're a person that thinks that, well, I like everything for free. The truth is, if you want something for free, why would you not go to mycatch.me, that's catch, KATCH.me/MarvinLeBlanc, and see topics like this, y'all, and find out, is this a good gift? If you could see a Periscope session on the mindset of wealthy entrepreneurs, what wealthy entrepreneurs are thinking, would that be a blessing and a gift to you for 2016? How about this one? If you're in sales, or you're thinking about being in sales, or you run a business, would a topic like the inside secret to getting a flood of sales from someone who doesn't just speak about it, but someone who owns 4 businesses, okay? Would that be a blessing to you? Okay? How about this? You're in a business, but you just would like, thank you for those hearts. I see the green hearts. Boy, it would be good to see purple, gold, and green. Thank you for the hearts. Please hit some share buttons. Oh my God, Mark Elbel is in the room, ladies and gentlemen. So I gave Mark a nickname, and Mark's nickname is the Sound Doctor. Mark, throw up some other emojis, because there's some people in the room that's going to need to follow the Sound Doctor. What the hell is a Sound Doctor? Well, until the Sound Doctor talked to me, I didn't even realize that. Look at all of his cool emojis. Okay, all of you techie, geeky people, or people who love to stay home, I finally broke down and bought a couple of big old fancy schmancy flat screen TVs, because one of my good friends said, Marvin, I'm not coming over to watch the LSU football game against Texas A&M unless you got a new TV, because my tube TVs were working just fine, didn't bother me. Well, I actually went and got 2 flat screen TVs. Well, here's what old Mark told me. Those flat screen TVs, they're nice, but they're not all that in a bag of tricks. You need a little sound bar. And your boy Mark right there, he does scopes on how to install sound bars. And man, you're sitting in front of that TV. Wow, you hear the sensor out. Man, it's a heck of a lot better than going to the show and buying that $9 popcorn, y'all. So check out Mark Elbel. That's MElbel68. So does anybody have, for me, a question about possibilities? Because we were talking about free. And I had gone through the topics of wealthy entrepreneurs, getting a flood of sales, referral strategies. Well, let's say none of those things matter to you. Well, how about this one? I bet you this one matters to you. Marvin, have you ever done a scope on how to deal with negative and jealous people? Yes, there's another gift. It's sitting for free at catch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. Okay, but you have to do what in 2016? You have to quit pointing the finger, and you got to get committed. Yep, you got to get all in. You got to shut up with the excuses, and you got to jump all into whatever it is that's your passion. That's what's wrong. A heck of a lot of what's wrong in America is nobody is chasing dreams anymore. They're chasing money. They're chasing excuses. They're wanting the government to do everything for them. And what they've lost is their own self-actualization. They've lost the feeling of achievement. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all feeling that about achievement? We're not just wanting to eat, guys. We're wanting to inspire. Inspire means I'm an inspirational speaker. Inspiration, inspire means to breathe in, so that you can be inspired to do something with your life. Yeah, everyone's too lazy. They just want to get rich quick with no effort. Okay, get rich is a total crock, y'all. So the last free thing that you got there, there's about 90 replay broadcasts, and I haven't even been at it maybe 7 weeks. There's people out there, you'd like to know how to build a great team. It's there for you. Now that's all the free stuff. For Christmas, what I'm really trying to ask you to do tonight is to invest in yourself. Now here's the deal. You have spent $29 on something in the last week or two. You don't even remember what you bought that you spent $29 for. It's going to either break, or whoever you bought it from, that's exactly right. We're only entitled to what we make happen ourselves. So you've spent $29 on something, you don't even know what it did for you. Well, two of these items right here, this is 13, the key questions you got to ask if you're going to build a business. Okay, I lost the entire business after Hurricane Katrina and all my employees, and built the entire business back up equal or larger than it was before. It's right there for you. This right here is Come Hell or High Sales. It teaches you what to say. Those two together, including the shipping, is $29. You can order it at MarvinLeBlanc.com, or you can just throw that money. You can go into my bio at Periscope and just throw into the PayPal.me account $29. Or if you don't want anything that I have and you want to deposit any kind of donation, then donate. Because what I'm going to do with that money is I'm going to pay it forward. And here's the reason. Catch this. I want y'all to really listen. I cut up a lot. This is serious. We all dig from wells. Pardon me. We all drink from wells that we did not drill. We all drink from wells we did not drill or dig. What has happened in my life is because I've been influenced. I've allowed for the influence. I've made some good choices, but we all drink from wells we did not dig. Okay? When you realize it's not about you at all and you throw yourself into the lives of others, then it's fine. I'm not apologetic at all about asking you to get yourself into this $29 offer. You know why? Because you're going to get 10 times that much back. $29 including shipping. I do ship worldwide. It takes a little longer, and I'll probably lose money for whoever's asking that. A lady recently bought one of these books, and I think she lives out in Denmark, so I'm probably going to lose money on that. But what the hell, she's getting the message. The other thing you can get for $29, okay, is the Katrina Revealed DVD. What that is, Katrina Revealed, it's done by one of my closest friends. It's hundreds of pictures real pictures you've never seen of Hurricane Katrina and the devastation, and it's tied to songs. This is killer good, okay? Normally, that's a $20 value. My book, Come Hell or High Water, is a $15.95 value. You can get both of these for $29. But you can get all 4 of these, and that includes the shipping, all 4 of these for $49. And that goes for all you replay broadcast people that are checking in tonight. Any 2 for $29, all 4 for $49. You can deposit it at my PayPal account on Periscope, or you can order it from MarvinLeBlanc.com. You can also buy the Amazon book, the Come Hell or High Water book. You can buy it directly from Amazon, but guess what? I don't sign those books, and lots of people like to sign the books. So let's get back to you. When nothing is certain, everything is possible. Have you made the commitment yet to yourself on not what you're going to try to do in 2016, but what you will do? Because you see, dreams never are goals until you write them down. I said write them down. I didn't say put them in a computer. I said write them down and read them every day. Now, I don't know why you have to write them down. Napoleon Hill said that. Dale Carnegie said that. Andrew Carnegie said that. Warren Buffett said that. Steve Jobs said that. Okay, Bill Gates said that. Now, you know what? If all of those people are saying the same thing about writing it down and reading it, good old school writing does work, okay? It's something about when I take notes, it means more to me. I've gone to conferences where I've taken notes in my iPad, y'all, and I do every now and then go back to those notes, but not like I go to my notes in my good old-fashioned fancy schmancy spiral notebook, baby. You see how fancy that is? Imagine that. Ooh, an Amazon best-selling author. I wonder what kind of software he used to write his book. Here's the software right there. Okay? That's the software. Just because it's old school doesn't mean it's outdated. Watch out for that. Did y'all catch that? So that's what I'm offering you tonight. I offered you to go for free to catch.me. I'm asking you, hey, Beth Hoover, you little workout queen. I've asked you to go drink at the table of those 90-something broadcasts and sit down and turn off that dang on television and throw yourself into personal development. Okay? The only way you're getting out of this is if you turn off the TV and you turn on PD. And that's a Marvism, okay? Turn off the TV and put yourself in PD. And PD stands for personal development, okay? So, $29 for any 2 or $49 for all of them. You got no excuses, because if you've ever seen me, I promise you. And besides that, 100% guarantee. Anything that you ever get from me, if you don't think you get your money's worth and you do what I tell you to do, send it all back. Because let me tell you, lots of people are following the message. And I want you to follow. You know why? Because I love you guys. My dream is to meet the Beth Hoovers and the Mark Elbels and the Stephanie Bryants and Michael Cinquino and Cindy Poe and Katya Yarbanova and Katya Sarmiento. Man, for a Cajun boy, it took me like 3 days to learn how to even say those 2 names. That's pretty big. Now I like to say that. Katya Sarmiento, Alex Pettit, okay, Kim Garst. Are y'all following all those people? Go back and listen to the replay. I just gave you unbelievable names. Also, if you're following people that do really sucky scopes, unfollow them. You don't have time for that. Follow the people who can give you the good stuff, okay? You don't have time for the rest of it. The other thing is, make yourself a budget on how long you spend on scope. Okay, you can't just scope your life away, and eventually you have to put yourself in action. Okay, eventually you're going to have to be involved in massive action, otherwise it's not going to happen for you. So that's my Christmas wish to you. My Christmas wish to you is that you will commit to loving yourself enough to investing in yourself in 2016. Come on, guys. Tonight I made an offer of $29 and $49. Who's kidding? Right now you're looking at me with an iPhone or an Android. $29 or $49 can start you on the way for a revolution of wealth in 2016. What you choose, who you choose is everything. The $29 you spent on something materialistic is going to break or wear out long before these great ideas. So I appreciate everybody sharing. I appreciate you hitting the Periscope person. Don't say Periscope man. Don't say Periscope woman. Let's be politically correct. Let's say Periscope person. Okay, Marvin's gumbo is on the stove and I want a second helping. Yes, tonight, I don't know what I'm eating tonight. I had a little sushi last night, but I am kind of losing a little weight, Mark. And Mark, I want to tell you, just 10 minutes ago, right before I started this scope, I got me a big old care package that came in, Mark. So, man, the Cajun Rambo is going to get all sexified, and I might have to even slow down a little bit on my gumbo. So anyhow, I wish you peace. I wish you love. And as always, I wish you gumbo. My name is Marvin LeBlanc. I am South Louisiana, full-blooded Cajun man and lover of people. I love you. Make a commitment to yourself. It's the most important person you will ever meet. Bye for now, guys. Thank you, Charlotte. I am going to have a good Christmas. Thank you. Thank you, boys and girls. Bye-bye. I'll be back. I'll probably do a scope tomorrow night. I probably will. I'm going to have a whole bunch of new ideas by then. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.